Okay, so here we have your theme, and it's basically 8 bars long. And to navigate around in Sibelius, you need to think about a couple of different simple options. You have tabs along the top here, and each tab displays a series of options, and there are lots of them. You have a home tab, a note input tab, notations tab, a text tab, play, layout, appearance, parts, review, and view. So the basic working practice with Sibelius is to start from the left hand side and work across to the right hand side, working through, and that's how the tabs are laid out, sort of in a logical way, if you like. What I would suggest you do when you first open the file, it looks like here, like a piece of paper, and that's fine, but as you start to add more bars and start to add more components to the score, you'll find it a little bit tricky to navigate. So the easiest way to navigate is to go to the View menu and select Panorama, and that will make your score into one continuous string of bars. Now if you use the Command and plus sign on your keyboard, you can enlarge that to whatever size you wish that you're comfortable with. So what you can do now that you actually have your melody and your score is you might want to add some new instruments to the score. So you press the I button. In Sibelius, most of the single keys have a function, and that function is represented by the first letter of that function. So instruments is I. Press the I key, and you can now add to your score, you can add and subtract instruments. So in this case, I'm going to add a flute. So I type in flute, double click, and it adds it to the score over here in the Staves on Score section. I'm going to add a clarinet in B flat, and I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'm not going to delete any instruments here just yet, or things that I don't want from the score. But using this instrument dialogues box is a way that you can add instruments to your score, remove instruments from your score, and change the order that they appear on the score. So if I hit OK, Sibelius generates extra tabs for me and extra staves for me. So there's a simple setup ready to go. If I want to play the score, I can do it several ways. I can click in a single bar just on the stave lines, not on the notes, okay, and hit P for play. Now if I have my audio turned up, and so on, okay. So we'll just turn my audio down a little bit so we don't deafen everyone. And I can play just that line. If I wanted to play the right hand of the piano and the left hand of the piano, I can click in that bar, hold down the Shift key and click there, and then press P. Okay, I could also just play the melody and the bass line if I wanted to, by clicking in the first bar, holding down Command like you would in any normal application, and then making that type of selection and pressing P to play. You can also, to play back your files, use the play menu and use these components here. But the quick shortcut is just to click in the bar that you'd like to hear and press P to play.